Hey guys, it's Drea. Today I have an update for my chopping block makeup. So this is all makeup that I was really on the fence about whether I wanted to get rid of it, whether I wanted to try it out a few more times and see if I really actually loved it. And I am filming after work today because I don't normally do that. I don't normally have the opportunity to film after work. But today I was just looking at all this right now going, you know what, I've pretty much made up my mind on all of it. So let's just do this video. So I'm a little bit of a hot mess again. You know, it's always a little hot messy after work, but that's okay. I'm sure you guys don't mind. Also, the fish tank is going and it's too much of a pain to unplug it and then prime the pump again. So you will probably hear some water noises in this video. All right, I should have known that going in to makeup that I wasn't sure about, I should have known that most of it I would end up not liking. So a little bit of a spoiler. This here, I really wanted to like this. This is the Makeup Revolution Soph X Extra Spice eyeshadow palette. So here is the palette right here. I talked about this, how the reason it was on my shopping block is because I got one of the worst looks I've ever done with eyeshadow out of this one day, and it was the day I went to work and it was just like a terrible makeup day and I was scared to touch it ever since then. Well, the other day when I went and got my nails done, I decided to try it out. Like I had tried it out maybe one other time, but I tried it out again and I stuck to really safe colors. I stuck to like these kind of warm, like orangey, yellow, and then this one here. And then I put this kind of gold one, Dreams, all over my lid. And like, it's just so lackluster. And I put it on and literally, guys, literally 20 minutes after I put this on, this had completely faded to nothing. Like it had all just faded within 20 minutes. So I'm just like, the mattes are okay. Like this yellow and this orange are okay. They're pretty when you build them up. And I don't mind them so much, but listen, I have like the ColourPop Yes Please palette. I don't need a lackluster palette just for a couple of okay shades. So this is gonna go. This concealer here, this is the Kiss Pro Touch Dark Under Eye Concealer. I thought this was a corrector when I bought it. It's really not. It's really an actual concealer. It's got the sponge tip to it, and the color is not peachy enough to be like a corrector. It's definitely much more of a concealer, and that's just not why I bought it. Like it's okay. It's medium coverage at best. It's not bad, but it's not great. And it's really not my shade for a concealer. Like it's just a little bit too, it's a little too pink to be a concealer and it's not peach enough to be a corrector. So anyways, this is gonna go. Okay, let's go with something that I fell back in love with a little bit. This is the L'Oreal Glam Bronze Bronzer in the shade Medium. I love this. So I just put some of this on right before I started filming again. Like I kind of touched myself with a little bit. This has a lot of shimmer in it. It's definitely a medium color. This looks so nice in the summertime, and I think I forgot that. Like it's definitely very warm and it's shimmery, but it looks so nice in the summertime. And I've used this a lot over the last month that I've been testing these out, and I've enjoyed it every single time. This is limited edition, but they bring this back like every single year. And as far as I know, the formula is the same every time they bring it back. So if you see it, just like a big old honkin' big bronzer from L'Oreal, it's probably the same one. All right, there's not much more here that I want to keep, but there's a lot of stuff that I'm getting rid of. This is the Annabelle Enlighten Loose Finishing Powder Blue Light Protection. This is a yellow powder. First of all, it smells like lemonade. Don't ask me why. I think that's so weird for like a face powder. It's called Translucent Banana. So it also says it's mattifying. My under eyes are too dry for a mattifying powder. Now I do use lots of powders under my eyes. Some are more matte than others, but some are more smoothing than others. Some have a nicer finish than others. This is matte and it doesn't have a nice finish. It gives me creases, which by the way, my creases are like intense right now because that's what happens at the end of the day. This gives me like, it never makes me smooth under my eyes, and the yellow just looks yellow. So this is a no. Okay, I wanted so badly to love this. This is the Annabelle Chrome Creamy Single Eyeshadow in Californium. This is definitely a cream product. It is very creamy. This is super beautiful in a swatch. Super gorgeous. What I have discovered is that These, well, not every type, but lots of these cream metallic eyeshadows don't work for me anymore. My eyes are just too crinkly and they can't take it. And it's a sad day. But my eyes are too old and crinkly for this now. So even the eyeshadow that I'm wearing today, I feel like I had the same issue with, which, by the way, is the Huda Beauty matte metal double-sided thing. I used it for the first time today. I did not have time to film a video for that. I really wanted to for you guys, but I have not had any time. And I was like, you know what? It's been sitting on my desk for like 6 weeks. I'm just gonna use it. So I used it and I hate it. I hate the way it turned out. It was super hard to blend. And then this is like all like dry now. And again, like you see every wrinkle on my eyelid. And that's kind of similar with this. Like this, it just grabs onto every wrinkle on my eyelid. And then when it dries, because it's a cream, but it does end up drying, it just does not look good. So I'm actually decluttering after one use this Huda Beauty Metal Matte. I'm gonna actually probably pass it on to Alex and see if she wants to test it out. She's got younger eyes than me. But I'm also gonna get rid of this. It just doesn't work for me. I'm sure though, it would work for a lot of younger, more youthful looking eyelids. Let's talk about 3 lip products. So these 3 products here, I'm gonna keep one of them. This one is the one I'm wearing today. This is the Kiss Amourus Matte Gel Lipstick. This to me, it must be a gel because they call it that, but it doesn't feel like a gel. It feels like a powder going on. And so it definitely is matte, but it doesn't feel nice. Like it's super drying. And also I don't really like this color. It's a little too Barbie pink, I think. Anyways, I'm gonna get rid of this. Don't love that. I am also gonna get rid of this. This formula I do not understand. This is the NYX Candy Slick Glowy Lip Color. This is in the shade Sugar Coated Kiss. I thought I was going to love this because it's a super pretty color. But this formula is so weird. It's like super globby and it never is completely smooth on your lips, and it looks like super patchy and it grabs onto things weirdly. Can you even see on my hand? I hate the way this looks on the lips. It just looks weird and it smells terrible. I hate this scent. It smells like they're trying to go for a candy smell, but it's not nice. So the one I am gonna keep is this one. This is also from Kiss, but this is the Kiss Truism lipstick, and this is in the shade Pure Peach. This has a really weird shape, but it fits really nicely on the lips, and it's a very opaque formula. I actually really like this. I like this with a gloss on top. It's just like a nice soft formula that glides on but is fully opaque, and I always appreciate that. So I am gonna keep that. So how many are we up to? Only 2 things I'm gonna keep so far. Here's something else I'm gonna get rid of. This is the Wet n Wild. I think it's from the Zodiac collection. It's the Megaglo Highlighting Bar in Air. It had like air, earth, and wind and fire and whatever else there is. It looks really pretty. It's all marbled. It's got the Zodiac signs in it, like embossed in it. And it's a nice highlighter. There's nothing wrong with this at all. I just have so many things like this. Honestly, I have so many. I just did ranking my highlighters video, and I can't remember where I put this, but it was pretty low because I have so many things that I love that are so similar to this but better. So there's nothing terrible about this. It's a little bit of a powdery formula. That's the thing that I think really stops me from loving it. It kind of just sits on top of the skin and doesn't meld into the skin. So I'm gonna get rid of that. Oh, this, I hate this. This is the Essence Metal Shock eyeshadow in the shade Stars and Stories. I can't remember who told me, one of you, 2 of you, somebody said they really liked these. This shade in particular, I don't know if the others are better. It's right there. This just, it does the same thing on me. It just grabs onto the like wrinkles, and then because it's a cream that dries, like I can wear shimmers, I can wear metallic eyeshadows and lots of things, but this creamy metallic formula, when it dries, that's the problem with these for me. So I just can't do it. And it just gets, and the color isn't even my favorite color anyway. So I'm not like at too much of a loss for that one. Here's something that I think I'm gonna keep. I'm still slightly on the fence, but I think ultimately I'm gonna keep it. This is the Benefit Dandelion Blush. I've talked about how this is a very nostalgic product for me because I actually used one of these up like in my very early 20s. And I used to just swipe it on with the brush that came with it every day at work. I would put my makeup on at work, at my desk, back when I had 5 products to my name. It's very light, and that's why I thought like maybe I wouldn't love it. Maybe it wouldn't be for me, but actually this builds up really nicely on my cheeks. And I don't know if it's gonna work great for me through the summertime, but the times that I've used it testing these things out, I actually really liked it. I thought it worked out really nicely, so I'm gonna keep that. So we're up to 3 things I'm keeping, and that is where the things that I'm keeping ends, because these last 2 products I am done with. I actually don't hate these at all. I think they're really nice. And I can't remember where I heard this recently, but somebody I heard or saw written on the internet said, makeup is sometimes like clothes. Like you wear it for a season, you enjoy it, and then you're over it, and that's okay, and you can get rid of it. And I know like a lot of you are anti-consumerism, and I am sometimes. More so not, but sometimes I get it. Like we want to use our things up, we want to get value out of them. But you know what? It's okay sometimes to be like, you know what? I love that. It's like the Marie Kondo thing. Like, I love that, thank you, but now you can move on to another person or house or whatever. So these 2 things fall into that category for me. This blush is from Lancome. This is the Blush Subtle Creme in Coral Alize. This is the one that I'm wearing right now, and it is super pretty. It's very pigmented when you first put it on. It's very ColourPop-ish, even though it's Lancome, like the packaging, and also it's that kind of bouncy texture that's actually like a cream. And look how intense that is in a swatch. It's like a red burnt apricot. It's super pretty. You have to be super careful with it and blend it out and know how to use it. To me, I just don't love like cream products enough to go to all that effort, and I do have some shades like this in a powder as well, so that's why. I actually think this would look lovely on Alex too, so I might like make her take this from me and test it out for herself, because that color I think would look really pretty on her in the summertime. And then this last thing is the Klara Cosmetics London eyeshadow palette, and I don't actually use this for the eyeshadow in it. I only use it for the highlighter. This is the highlighter I'm wearing today. I'm sure you have noticed just how intense it is, and it is very pretty, and I do really love it. But again, am I gonna regret getting rid of this? I don't know. Part of me thinks I might, but I have so many like things that I love that don't see enough use, and I just don't have room in my life for things that I like, you know? So I have a big enough collection at this point in my life that I should only be using things that I love unless I'm testing out something new. So, you know, I'm kind of ready to let go of things that are just, you know, okay. And again, it's pretty. I like it. I did love it for a while. Now it's kind of like, I can move on with my life. And then maybe I can also pass it on to somebody who will like love it as well. So that's it, you guys. These literally are the 3 things I'm keeping from all of that stuff. I did make sure that I tried everything a couple times at least, just to make absolutely sure. If there's anything here that you love, don't take it as an insult against these things. It's just like so much of this is personal preference. Very little of this is actually like a formula problem. I think really just the NYX, the Makeup Revolution eyeshadow, and then the Annabelle powder. Those are the only things that are like really just like I don't like them. I don't like the formula. I wouldn't recommend them. Everything else is just stuff I've either like grown out of or doesn't work on me personally. So I hope that you're having a wonderful day. I hope that you're speaking kindly to yourself, especially when you look in the mirror. I love you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.